Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's 11:01. We nearly had it, 11 o'clock on the dot, but we're 1 minute late. Well, we're not late. There was never a time. Okay, hi. Let's do a Celtic cross. I've kind of gone off into my own little world and okay. A time dimension. I wanted to do a Celtic cross. What's the situation? The Empress, the Six of Wands and the Five of Wands. I feel as if the Divine Masculine feels like he might be walking into conflict regarding the Divine Feminine. But it's like he wants to walk into it. He wants to walk into the battle. It's like I want to say it's like an inner torment of the Divine Masculine. So Divine Feminine sitting here as the Empress. But we have the Divine Masculine here. This is when you know your worth. And he's going towards the battle, the conflict that he has towards the Divine Feminine. Okay, so I feel here as if the Divine Masculine is dealing with his inner conflict when it comes to the Divine Feminine. I feel like I could go to sleep. I've gone all like really dozy. Okay. We shall continue. What's the challenge? The Queen of Wands, the Divine Feminine again, and the Two of Wands, the Divine Masculine holding a weld and a rod. The conflict is just contact, communication. He's holding the world there, and what came through was physical contact. What's gone on? What's the past energy here? The transition. See, as you can see here, the masculine is in quite wounded, challenging, cold. I wouldn't even use that word. It's a word called desolate. What's that word? Okay, desolate. We're going to have to check it out. Desolate.
Desolate.
Oh, it kind of sounded a bit like
desolate.
Desolate. Okay. Of a place uninhabited and giving an impression of bleak emptiness. Feeling or showing great unhappiness or loneliness. Make a place appear blankly, bleakly, empty. Make someone feel utterly wretched and unhappy. Well, that's a word to come through, isn't it?
Desolate.
Desolate. So I feel the Divine Masculine here is feeling in very desolate conditions. Let's put this back on aeroplane mode. Loneliness, emptiness, and you can see here that he's looking up for help, a way out. He's looking towards the light, which we're coming well with maybe him wanting to now face, overcome his the inner turmoil, the inner unhappiness. It's like getting to the root of all evil, but I don't know why that, I was going to say the root of the problem. Let's have a look at the current energy. The transformation. Okay, So we tapped on this a couple of days ago. It was transformation, communication, relocation, new beginnings. Current energy. Here's a divine masculine on this horse. Okay, I mentioned about him getting blessings, and it did kind of show a grandparent coming through. And then I kind of had a think about the last reading that I done, and it was like, speak now or forever hold your peace. And that's not kind of something that's said, isn't it, at a marriage. Anyone that wants to object against a marriage. And then a grandparent come through. I just picked up on that after the reading. But let's have a look at this death. And I felt like there was, that maybe somebody should have spoke up at a wedding but didn't. But I feel like maybe they had spoken up now, especially with this grandparent coming through. Let's look at the future energy. There's an unhappy Queen of Cups here. So to me, it's not the Empress, it's not the Queen of Wands, which is the situation we're talking about. Moving into the future, this looks like maybe if there was a marriage to another person, there's a strong chance here that that's over and that's been discussed and kind of cleared up. If I can show you these cards here, just before now let me just pull what's kind of going on behind the scenes that's not really known, that Divine's got its hands on. Ten of Cups. So that to me is being kind of married, stable, secure, happy. Well, it's happiness, pure happiness. Apart from the Sun card, it's got to be the happiest card in the deck. Hi, Lily. The happiness here. Let me show you these cards. As I was just about to pull down the screen. Lily, you might get squashed. Good girl. Just show you these, what I was kind of talking about. So the Divine Feminine's here, the Divine Masculine. If you can have a look at what he's kind of going towards here, there is this unhappy Queen. So I believe that this is, I said, about dealing with inner turmoil. And what did I say about the root of all evil? And I believe that it could be, I'm not saying that this feminine here is evil, but I want to say it's the resistance of leaving this Queen of Cups that has caused really the turmoil. It's kind of like knowing you've done something that, you know, you later on wish that maybe you hadn't been so hasty about. And now this is really just clearing up, getting to the root of it now. It's just interesting how it was all going kind of towards here. Okay, let's come back. It's a bit all over the place, this reading. Well, it's not, but I feel a little bit drowsy. There's an alarm going off outside. It stopped. Let's have a look at how, well, let's just see what card comes up and it will tell us who we're discussing. Yeah, a single Divine Masculine. Somebody who's ready for his 10 of Cups now. So the 9 to the 10, it's just that one cup. Maybe just this one cup that needs to be dealt with. But this is when you know your worth. So it really is now just clearing up this one cup. Maybe this could be actually taking back the cup. And then you have a set of 10. How others are viewing. I'm going to say the Divine Masculine. Well, there's a couple of cards in there that really want to come out. Oh, they've come back. I know they have, because they were kind of bending. The Hermit, the Divine Masculine's gone very quiet within, withdrawn. I don't really think that he's saying too much. So I want to say that he's dropped the fight. I want the battle with himself. But others are viewing the Divine Masculine as being very quiet, solitude. Remorse. The Divine Masculine is extremely remorseful, sorry, apologetic. So this is the Divine Masculine going through with it, but he's not doing it in a... He's standing his ground, but he is very sorry. And I want to say, like, very sorry for the hurt that he's caused. But this is what he's doing. So the masculine here is leaving another feminine in the story. And it's the last thing that he really needs to do. To be brave enough to do. Let's have a look at any hopes or fears. I'm going to have to come back to that one. It's a fresh new energy. Surveillance was the first word that came out. So a point of surveillance is here. But there is a fresh energy. The Divine Masculine feels very balanced within his Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy, as you can kind of see. Is it a feminine? Is it a masculine? Light energy. A fresh vista is on the horizon for the Divine Masculine. He's looking very young. And then we have the Magician as the overall energy. This is everything just turning out in your favour. It's like time to make it happen. Now's the time. Let's look at the underlying energy. Getting to the root of all evil. It's just codependency, attachments, things that no longer serve us. When we become trapped. Maybe negative situations. Okay, it's quite clear. I want to clarify though. What do I want to clarify with? I want to use this new deck. The Tarot Grand Lux. Ten of Cups underneath here. That doesn't look desolate, does it? Looks very happy. That all cozied up in front of a log fire. Little pussycat there all chilled out from the heat. That looks lovely. Okay. Okay, the cards have got to behave though. Let's clarify the Empress. The Six of Wands and the Five. I don't feel I need to clarify them separately. I feel it's one story. Is the Divine Masculine is going to the Divine Feminine. He's planning on going to the Divine Feminine, but he's in the process of leaving another person or wrapping things up with another person for once and for all. Okay, so let's get a card for this Empress with the Six of Wands and the Five of Wands. The Eight of Cups, you can see he's walked away. You go towards the Two. You're not satisfied with the 8. You can't seem to find your satisfaction there, and that's because you're missing 2 cups. The 9 of Cups is a situation the Divine Masculine's in now, where you find your own self, your own worth. Okay, you do things off your own back. They're decisions that you make when you get to the 9 of Cups. You're independent, and it's an independent masculine card. And then what's going on behind the scenes is the next step is to the 10 of Cups. So clarifying this, the Queen, oh, the Divine Masculine's Queen, the Divine Feminine here, the Empress. It's a situation, and we have the Divine Masculine now facing what he needs to face. Walking away from all that no longer serves, leaving the 8 Cups behind. So that's just clarification that the Divine Masculine has gone or will be going. The next step, it looks, is planning something within the physical. So this is planning, reaching out maybe. The 4 Tops is coming through. Reach out, I'll be there. Okay. With the Divine Feminine here, let's get the cards and clarify this. So in both of these cases, the Divine Feminine is sitting quite contently, and she's also sitting here within the challenge quite contently as well. But we have the masculine here with the world in his hand and a rod to offer. 2 of Cups, spiritual union, the 8 of Swords. I'm not sure if this is the other feminine, but I don't believe that there's really going to be anything that's going to be able to block this. This could be the Divine Feminine not being aware. I just spoke about the Divine Masculine making this decision off his own back. It's like this is his doing. And it's the spiritual union. So we have a look. It's kind of, there's nothing for the Divine Feminine to do. I feel like very much a surprise. This will come in as a surprise. 2 of Cups. Coming together as one. Love and passion. 2 of Wands with the 2 of Cups. This is definitely a spiritual connection. The Wands represent things in the physical. I want to say things happening as in spiritually guided as well, I'm feeling. Let's look at this 5 of Pentacles here. It's kind of clarified. I want to say both sides of this. I keep mentioning about getting to the root of the problem, and the evil comes up. We've got the Death card with the 3 of Coins. The 3 of Coins is about working with like-minded people, maybe on a project here. The scaffolding's up, so it's like this just feels like really ascension. I don't know. It's most definitely about, have a look at the Divine Masculine here looking up. But just with the scaffolding. So the Divine Masculine most definitely does know, I want to say, what he kind of, something to do with the foundations. Maybe building, he's been building new foundations. But this is about rising up. Because he's getting higher with the scaffolding here. So I feel like he's getting more confident. And just with the Death card here. and that mask. Next card that we come to is the Death card again. Maybe the Divine Masculine was actually like in disguise, because how others are viewing the Divine Masculine is the Hermit card. And I think that he's kind of been secretly planning this for a while, because the next card, the Death card, he kind of has his, I don't know, his visor up on this one. But he was wearing a mask here in the past. I believe the mask is up. This is the current energy, it's time. No one can really get in the way. King of Pentacles. The most stablest, securest king within the deck. Longevity. This is long term. So wherever he's off to, he's off for good. He's not going to be returning back to the past. A new legacy here. There's future energy. We have this unhappy queen here. Queen of Cups. I believe that this is the Divine Masculine delivering this truthful message now. Come on in. Good girl. Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands come out with the spiritual connection. And I said that I felt as if it was most definitely, I spoke about spiritual and being divinely maybe guided, directed. And this is like a new gateway. I want to say that's opened up, that the Divine Masculine is going to be taken. You can see here that he has plans. It is an empty gateway. Behind the scenes is the Ten of Cups. So this is divine really pushing. No one's pushing the Divine Masculine. This is divine. I need to think of the word. Consolidation is coming through. Consolidating the relationship, the connection. Just going to have to check because these words are kind of... The only thing I can think of when we're talking about when you consolidate things is that you would put things together, kind of putting the missing pieces together. And also what kind of come through was when we've been through various relationships, we can, I want to say, when you bring it together, you can kind of tweak things. Consolidating, that's what yes, it's coming up with when you consolidate debt. So you kind of put it all into one pot and then you've just got one outgoing. But makes something physically stronger or more solid. Consolidating, that's the word. Combine a number of things into a single, more effective or coherent whole. Perfect. Consolidation. What's the card that came out? The Emperor. I said divine. It's the Divine Masculine needs to make something physically stronger or more solid. Oh, it's interesting. It says the first phase of the project is to consolidate the outside walls. Combine a number of things into a single, more effective or coherent whole. We're working from the 8 to the 9, then to the 10. with the Emperor. He has a contract. Oh, okay. I'll put this up. You can read what. I don't want to translate this. Oh, but there's some writing on there. Maybe somebody else would like to translate that and put it in the comments section if you feel the need and would like to. What's that say? It's like he's got his victory. He's got his victory crown on here. Are you going to sit there? I need to get to them cards over there, please. So what's going on behind the scenes? The Divine Masculine's taking care of it all. He's taken authority. And definitely over some kind of contract there. Lily, you going to come down, darling? I'm actually going to pop you down. Good girl. Let's continue. So we have the Divine Masculine taking charge of this, doing things on his own accord. Doesn't need to be told what to do. It's like he's very competent of making his own decisions now. He has enough experience to know what he wants, and he's experienced enough to know what he doesn't want. And then it kind of comes to consolidating everything now. Let's look at the Nine of Cups. The Chariot. Being balanced in the masculine feminine energy. Okay, maybe a little push from Divine. They do have a hand on it, okay? So they might just be helping the Divine Masculine with this final little push. Okay, and it might be just to get charging off. The horse is here. I feel here as if the Divine Masculine just kind of makes a decision, jumps on into the chariot, I should say. And the horses are off like kind of really quickly because I feel that they're gonna, I don't know, there's dust under their feet. They're charging. But I feel it's kind of like the push off. Like at the races, I don't know. It's there's some power. There's some power anyway behind the Divine Masculine at the moment. He could be causing a bit of a storm. It's like he's just maybe just gone, and like that he's gone. So we've got the Hermit. It's him and his lantern with the star in there. He's keeping her safe. I was going to say he's kind of got a golden rod just for her. I feel as if it's the Divine Feminine that really lights him up. And just because I've never noticed before that the rod was kind of, you know, orangey yellow. And it's from the glow. So I feel that the Divine Feminine really does light the Divine Masculine up. But I feel the Divine Masculine's got to this state where maybe it's only her that really does do it. Because we have been in love here. So there's this energy of not really being interested in anything else but getting to the Divine Feminine at this point. He has this fresh air about him. And he's surveying, which will come in with whether the conditions are right. He's quick-witted, quick thinking. He's just light. He feels more energetic. And in this kind of energy, you can really take on anything. He's going to stand his ground. He's going to protect what's his. I did say nothing was really going to get in the way. I think he'll use the sword if he needs to, but I just think he's too light on his feet. I just feel he's going to dodge, really. It's looking really strong now. Look at his posture. And then we have the Magician. pull a card. I said about bringing this kind of into the physical, something that maybe you can touch. The divine feminine, kind of the divine masculine actually being united with the divine feminine in the physical. And there's this kind of energy of physical touch, as above, so below. The Knight of Wands. So he's the knight that gives the offer, but it's a passionate offer. Yeah, I can feel this touch. The kind of, there is a passionate energy coming through here, but it's a longing for the love and the touch and physical contact. The divine masculine, he's quite determined here to bring this now into the physical. Okay. Better the devil you know. So I believe that the divine masculine is very aware of the devilish side of the divine feminine, but I feel with this other devil energy that's kind of coming through, I think the divine masculine wants to kind of, he likes the devilish side of the divine feminine, the kind of loving, romantic, passionate, but he likes that devil. So it's better the devil he knows. Okay, bottom of the deck. It's decision time, but it looks so good. With the Seven of Cups here, the Seven of Cups normally kind of has, you know, a mixture of goodies and baddies within the cups, and it's a masculine stepping kind of, well, he's not in the light, he's in the shadow looking at his options. It's like the illusion card, but this looks very much, you can see the rainbow, it's in sight. It's full steam ahead. Full steam ahead. Happiness, joy, every step of the way. And I want to say that's how the divine masculine's feeling. He has this energetic air that it's kind of, it doesn't really matter. Nothing can get in the way. He'll do what it takes. The rainbow's there, the kind of happily ever after. It's a lovely reading. Okay. Let's pull some oracles. What we're going to use. I want to use the power of love. Action. Of course. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colours of your soul. The world is ready for you to live up to your potential with acts of self-expression. You are a uniquely perfect representation of Source, just as you are, and the time has come for you to share yourself with the universe and enrich it with your wisdom and light. You are a teacher in this physical human school, not only with the loving words you speak, but by the compassionate and aware way you present yourself to manifest that knowledge. If you find that you have been shying away from people and situations because life has become a struggle, now is the moment for you to draw back the curtain and take centre stage. Show your light. I'm finding it hard to get these words through. It's like I keep going quiet. So, okay. Action. Let's get another one. Oh. Okay, 2. Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval. Let me just get Lily down. Come on. That's it on the cards. Satisfaction. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Are you happy? You're purring very loudly. What other people think of you is none of your business. You should never look outside yourself for acceptance or validation, because it sends the message that you don't trust your own soul's worth. When you are in a space of self-acceptance, you confirm to the universe that you are everything you are meant to be. In this awareness, you are able to live freely and joyfully because you are not seeking validation through someone or something else. You can live your life and make choices out of love instead of fear. To enter this space, you must have the realization that your soul's makeup is divinely perfect. The limitations you've placed on yourself and your self-criticisms are usually based on giving away your power to another or seeking outside approval. The ego is judgmental and critical and filled with insecurities, while the soul is perfectly at ease and has come back here to enjoy a journey of self-discovery. One of the biggest traps in learning to be satisfied is comparing yourself to others. Remember that you have come back to an earth school made up of myriad souls and experiences. You aren't meant to be like everyone else. You aren't meant to be like anyone else. Love yourself for being the compassionate, unique person you are. And that's exactly what the Nine of Cups talks about. Let's have a look at this last one. Acceptance. I was just about to say self-acceptance. Okay, these are awesome cards to come out. Acceptance. All I'm singing is, I can't get no. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, can't get no satisfaction. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Throughout your sojourn on earth, you will be presented with many obstacles and lessons that will test you. One of the most beautiful parts of life is its unpredictability. Nothing is permanent. Everything is constantly moving and evolving, especially you. Not on the table, sweet pea. Thank you. In your life, you can progress faster spiritually by being open to the ebb and flow of events and the twists and turns that your soul companions, the fellow humans on your journey, provide. Now is the time to become aware of this gift and acknowledge that these moments are not stumbling blocks, but merely opportunities to grow. Although circumstances may seem difficult and worrisome, if you look at the bigger picture and live for the present moment, you can easily follow the natural course of life. But don't let the mindset of acceptance distract you from your ability to change the situations that hinder your soul's growth. You are always in charge. Really just reminds me of this card here. Especially when it's kind of if you've been going through challenging times. Okay. What else shall we pull? Let's put a Sacred Destiny card. I saw a deck of cards kind of flash through my mind, but I can't remember which ones they were. I'm sure I'll know if I see. Oh, I feel like we may want to pull a Sacred Spirit card, a Sacred Destiny and a Sacred Spirit card. Let's just start with these two. That wasn't the one that kind of come through though. Opportunity. When opportunity knocks. Okay, opportunity. Let's read it. Moon through pine trees. An occasional owl hoot and the song of a solo coyote punctuate the stillness in the forest as a traveller walks through the pines. Okay, let me just reread this part. An occasional owl hoot and the song of a solo coyote punctuate the stillness in the forest as a traveller walks through the pines. Light from a waning moon filters down through the canopy of needles and cascades across the forest floor. Sometimes the trees obscure the moon, but sometimes its illumination clearly shows the path ahead. Pines are one of the most ancient plant genera on the planet. They have existed nearly 3 times longer than all flowering plant species. Because most pines stay green all winter, they traditionally represent longevity, immortality, fertility, health, and abundance. The moon and her gossamer glow represents the feminine and receptive side of life. Just as the moon receives and reflects the light of the sun, symbolically, the moon represents receiving the goodness of the universe flowing to you. Represents the feminine and receptive side of life. So the sacred landscape wants you to know gifts from the universe are ready to cascade into your life. Abundance, health, longevity, vitality, and joy are flowing to you gently and easily in the days ahead. There may be times when the goodness of life feels like it's ebbing and flowing, rather than being a steady stream of fulfillment. This is similar to the moon peeking through the pine trees for a moment or two. But as you stay open and receptive, physical and emotional gifts will come into your life. Instead of bemoaning the fact that there isn't a steady and constant stream of joy and gifts from the universe, accept whatever you receive in a spirit of gratitude, and your bounty will increase tenfold. This is universal law. Okay, that's an awesome card. Let's get to Sacred Spirit. We've got 2. Okay. Divine Will. Let go of fear. Number 12. Trust the path and let go of fear. Accepting that there is a divine plan for every human being, divine will is the process of our human experience to this unique blueprint. Every culture and religion has a narrative of their creator or personal God and their relationship with the human soul or spirit. That an overall plan exists for the outcome of humanity and each individual is a concept of this belief. While divine will is the concept that there is a divine universal plan for all of us, it still acknowledges that people have free will and the potential to make choices that lead us down this path. In essence, surrendering to divine will allows you to remove self-blocking patterns and tendencies that lead away from your true divine purpose here on earth. When I said that the divine masculine has a say in this, okay, this is off his own back. This is his decision. And it's just really just clarified, hasn't it? While divine will is the concept that there is a divine universal plan for all of us, it still acknowledges that people have free will and the potential to make choices that lead us down this path. Let me carry on. Currently, you are being asked to stop. Stop trying to force a door open. Your resistance will continue to make distance between you and your desired outcome. The overall picture is much bigger than you can see right now. Trust in your unique path and that you are exactly where you need to be, right here, right now. Suddenly, I felt like right here, right now, we've kind of gone into Fatboy Slim, and then suddenly, who's saying that? Suddenly, life has new meaning to me. There's beauty up above, and things we never take notice of. Wake up and suddenly you're in love. Who sang it? Billy? No, I don't know. Suddenly. Okay. Enough with the songs and the words and all the distractions today. Let's carry on. It doesn't even say suddenly. It says surrendering to the universe and to divine will is removing the internal fight of being in control of every possible situation, issue and scenario that may or may not eventuate. When you stop and surrender, you can live freely, having a new sense of freedom in letting go of the events or circumstances that you simply cannot control. Everything will always be received in divine timing. Sometimes when we work so hard at achieving a goal or outcome, it can be marred by setback after setback. This does not mean you will not receive success, more that you need to adjust and be open to a new approach to receive the outcome or resolution you desire. You may need to acknowledge, however, that the door isn't ready yet, or it is physically not meant to be opened by you. I felt here the divine feminine not needing to push anything. This is in the divine masculine's hand. It's like you're not to push that door. It's not yours to open. So the shadow aspect, unwilling to make decisions, fantasism, avoiding responsibility. Yeah, don't take this away from the divine masculine. Okay, this is their responsibility. They want to do this. So it's like divine feminines take a step back. It was kind of clarified here, so there might be this urge to push things and there's no need to. It's all in divine timing. It's like, stay steady, stay still. Okay. The sacred crystal is the amethyst. So get your hands on some of that. That stone really means all is well. A reminder. Okay. Here's an affirmation. I let go of control and surrender to divine synchronicity. Divine feminines, look out for it. Synchronizations are most definitely there, the signs. Okay. So you will be receiving all the signs that you need to make you aware of this. Meditation. Improvements require persistence. Card number 27. I feel this is advice for the divine feminine here. Just wondering if the maintenance guy is going to kind of move on. It's kind of a background noise you could kind of focus on to meditate. Improvements require persistence. Create goals with intention. Meditation is an important aspect of spiritual practice, proven to relieve mental stress, physical pain, and improve a person's outlook on life. Meditation is not bound to religion, culture, or spiritual groups. Anyone can practice meditation, and everyone can receive its benefits. Used and practiced for thousands of years, meditation is often associated with spiritual understanding and enlightenment by achieving direct communication with a supreme being or ultimate reality. For example, the enlightenment that Buddha received underneath the Bodhi tree. Using concentrated focus upon the breath, sounds, visualizations, objects, or movement meditation can enhance relaxation, strengthen the mind, and instigate spiritual growth and self-awareness. These different meditative practices can be simply in nature. They can be simple in nature or emotionally groundbreaking, dependent upon your needs and intentions for this practice. You may be feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed now. Poor sleep patterns or insomnia are triggered by technology use and require you to detach from the materialism and wants of today. Respiratory issues may arise now. Please see a suitable professional if you require attention. Right now, meditation holds the answer. Focus on your breath, reconnect back to self, where you will have more time and energy for the areas in your life that have been neglected. A form of meditation is required now for you to feel whole once again. Be aware that your mind reflects your physical world. Is it balanced or imbalanced? Busy or still? Chaotic or calm? Noisy or quiet? Okay. Physiological and psychological change is taking place. Use meditation to assist in healing, health, and well-being goals, specifically to set intentions, aid physical recovery, and influence mind mantras. Importantly, now is the time to focus on your personal health and well-being. I said I felt very dozy, a bit dazed, just very calm, not quite involved with it all. Okay. So this peaceful state, and I really feel it's suggesting here for the Divine Feminine to take that stance. So the shadow aspect is chaotic, dismissive, emotional detachment. The sacred crystal is the fluorite. The affirmation, my mind creates a reflection of my physical world. I am at peace. Regardless what's going on, there's always going to be distractions, interference. It's how we deal with it, isn't it? I want to pull an Archangel. Oracle card. That one most definitely wants to be taken. Relationship harmony. Archangel Regal. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Your prayers for personal peace have been answered, and you are to be commended for your role in ushering peace into this situation. Visualize everyone involved, including yourself, being cooperative and open-minded, even if particular persons aren't usually this way. Trust the inner guidance you receive and know that changes are sometimes uncomfortable, but often necessary. Ask me to help with any aspects of relationships that need healing. Know that all relationships ultimately have blessings, growth lessons, and love at their core, even if appearances seem otherwise. Stay focused upon this truth as much as possible. So, working with Archangel Regal. Regal's name means friend of God. When I done the reading a few days ago, I had to pay particular attention to the bottom affirmator card, and it was friendliness. It needed special attention. So Ragul's name means friend of God, and his principal role is to create harmony and order in relationships. He has the power to resolve disputes and is often referred to as the Archangel of Justice and Fairness. If you find yourself in a dispute, ask Ragul to act as mediator. He'll come up with a creative resolution in which everyone wins. Let's get another one from here. Teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So living in your truth, I want to say, in your spiritual truth. I feel that's what the Divine Masculine is really doing now, is stepping into his spiritual truth. As the King of Pentacles, you are a spiritual teacher and an avid learner. Learning and teaching are linked in a perfect cycle in which information comes to you when you need it. Teach others about the topics that awaken your passions. The more you teach, the more your lessons are reinforced within yourself. Be open to sharing new ideas and learning about topics that aren't in your immediate sphere of interest. Your students will teach you in many ways too. Trust in your teaching and learning abilities, as your mind is one with the divine mind of God. You are an intelligent and wise being. Know that it's safe in this lifetime for you to be outspoken in your teachings. Let's read what working with Archangel Zadkiel will do for you. Zadkiel is the ultimate spiritual professor. He's patient, kind, and has access to all knowledge. He's widely known for his ability to help human memory function. If you need to remember or memorize any information, ask Zadkiel to assist. Anything that you need to know, Zadkiel is glad to teach you. Just ask him questions in order to elicit his help. Sometimes Zadkiel uses a Socratic method of teaching, which means that he'll lead you so you can learn for yourself. Being observant of patterns in everything you see, hear, and think is the best way to benefit from Zadkiel's teachings. I feel this is all will be revealed if you're wanting to know. Anything that you need to know, Zadkiel is glad to teach you. Just ask him questions in order to elicit his help. Being observant of patterns in everything you see, hear and think is the best way to benefit from Zadkiel's teachings. I said Divine Feminines, look out. Signs, synchronizations everywhere. Dream states, okay, music. Zadkiel is around guiding the way. Guiding the way, like teaching the way. Show. Okay, let's just move on. I'm going to get one more from here. Am I? Okay. We're going to get wrapped up? I think so. A brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. Your idea is an answered prayer, even though it may push you past your comfort zone. Know that God doesn't give you anything you can't handle. Ask for and be willing to receive all of the support that you need to bring the idea to fruition. Know that I'll be there all along the way, and you can ask me for help at any time. I'm especially glad to give you ideas and creative insights to support your life's purpose. Ariel's energy is pale yellow, like a candle's glow. Whenever you need ideas or intellectual guidance, contact Ariel. His energy is aligned with the amber crystal. Oh, cool. Let's get a colour card then. Yeah, let's get a colour card. I'm going to use this deck that I'm putting up here, the Journey of Love. Okay. Bronze, strengthen your body. Okay, let's get this message out. Let's get the words out. 14. Guess what? It comes before Amber, which is what kind of drew me to the colour cards. Bronze, strengthen your body. Bronze inspires strength, wisdom and love, helping you to get promotions, bringing wealth into your life and attracting the right people into your business. Bronze also aids in successful negotiations, teaching people to trust their instincts. Use bronze to break destructive emotional patterns, release irrational fears and anxieties, and flush toxic thoughts and feelings out of your body. Allow the bronze ray to bring strength and vitality back to your body. Strengthen your body. Focus on any part of your body that needs to be strengthened and place your hands on this part of your body. Breathe into it and visualize a bronze thread coiling around that part of your body, stitching it together and strengthening it. Say, Divine Spirit, surround me with the bronze ray of light, which will heal, strengthen and rejuvenate my body. Thank you. Then imagine a bronze ray of light bathing the system of your body that relates to the part of your body you are working on until it looks clear, clean and vibrant. Picture that part of your body being strong and healthy. Okay. I'm going to get one more. That was a really good message. Feeling stronger. I said about the Divine Masculine here. You could just feel that he just looked more sturdier and stronger. Warmed up. Okay, let's get one more. Lemon. Access innovative thinking. Spoke right here about learning to trust your intuition. It's about being a teacher, I believe. Card number 23. Lemon. Lemon is a colour of warmth, inspiration and intellect, fueling the brain so you can think clearly, make empowering decisions and boost your memory. This colour is fantastic in assisting with study, learning, reading and writing. Think outside the box with lemon rays of innovation. Innovative thinking. When you are ready to think outside the box, sit up straight. Hold your head slightly up, open your hands and relax your fingers. Say, Divine Intelligence, I call on the lemon ray of innovation, creativity and ideas to inspire me to see new aspects and ways of moving through the situation I am facing. Sense the lemon ray touching your head and brain to activate new ways of thinking. Have some paper next to you and write down your new ideas. You may even hold a lemon in your hands to take its creative energy into your body. Okay. A journey of love. And we might end it on this one. Seed of the Heart. Really feel like I want to end on a Mother Mary message though. Card number 25. Let's do this message first. Within each one of us is a divine seed of love waiting to blossom into fullness. We don't always know what type of blossom we shall be, however, and sometimes if we try to figure it out in advance, the blossom in itself can cause us anxiety, pain or fear because it is taking us in an unknown, unexpected direction. We may even fear that the direction we are heading is away from our life path and purpose, as if that were even possible. The seed of the heart arises as guidance when we are unfolding in a new manifestation of the divine light within. It comes as encouragement to trust, to surrender, to allow to be as open, unthinking, and ready for the unexpected as possible. A plant just needs the right conditions to grow healthy, and if you have ever seen a blade of grass pushing up through a crack in a pavement, then you'll know that when something is meant to grow to the light, it will do so, even against the most apparently insurmountable odds. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you, the most perfect support for your own divine blossoming. Trust. Know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationships is sprouting, a new energy. Don't be afraid to try new ways of relating now, as your life energy supports it. When the sky can imagine, the dark awake in awe, light pervades and bears the vast tranquil mystery, softly caressing the blue bold birth. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to do a Mother Mary card. I think that card was perfect to end this reading on. Okay, guys, well, this is a midweek reading. I will catch up with you all soon, so take care. Much love. Bye for now.